Alrighty, it is time for Duelist Kingdom action, and we've got Serenity Wheeler taking on the Big Five. So Serenity does have some history, of course, with the Big Five in the anime. It was the robotic knight that she was up against. Whoever it was that was the deck leader of that, whether it was Gansley or Johnson. No, it was Lecter, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was Lecter. I could be wrong, but I think it was Lecter. Alrighty, so the Big Five, they have drawn, or they have won the rock, paper, scissors for first turn. Serenity's got the Dark Witch. She's got Fairy Dragon, Water Pone, Negate Attack as well, so she can summon the Dark Witch. She's got Swords of Revealing Light there as well. She's got it's an okay starting hand. Alright, the Big Five went with the defense. Serenity went with the Lady Panther. And, Arm Ninja. Okay, so the Big Five now would know that there is a negate attack on the field. Arm Ninja can target spell cards, so it can be a pretty useful card, especially in early Yu-Gi-Oh! If you need to get, a continuous spell off the field or something like that. Two-headed King Rex comes to the field, 1600. And the Big Five would have seen negate attack, but they're going to have to attack eventually anyway, so they go in for it. Serenity does activate negate attack. The Lady Panther is safe. Now, depending on what Serenity draws, she might go for Dark Witch. She's drawn Mystical Elf. She's almost got to go for Dark Witch here, and she does. Lady Panther is tributed. If she gets in trouble, she does have Mystical Elf, and she does have Swords of Revealing Light, so she's got a lot of Wabaku activated, I was going to say. So she has a lot of counterplay available. She throws down Swords of Revealing Light, just in case, I guess, if the Big Five have something better than 1800, or they have an equipped card, or anything like that. Either way, it means that the Big Five can't, they can't attack or anything, so we go with a face-down defense. Oh, they left King Rex in attack mode, and it's only a 200 life point difference. At 1200 defense, so I guess it is quite vulnerable to weaker monsters. Queen's Knight comes to the field, 1500 attack. And Serenity targets two-headed King Rex, 200 points off the Big Five. And their face-down defense was Kurama. So Serenity looking to take advantage here. She's got two good monsters on the field. The Big Five only have 3 cards in hand. And playing Kurama, you wouldn't think they have much else. So 4 cards in hand now for the Big Five. And they go with a face-down defense. Alright, there's 2 on Swords of Revealing Light now. Serenity draws the Spirit of the Harp. And now plays Fairy Dragons. So we got... Let's see what that defense is. The Big Five, it is... Man-Eater Bug. And it targets Dark Witch. 15 and 11 is 26. So the Big Five will be down to 5200. Serenity's still in good position though. Her Swords of Revealing Light will give her 1 more turn of defense. The Big Five's life points are down. Serenity's got a good lead. Big Five play another defense. Alright, Serenity really would want to press the advantage here. Turn changes back to her. She draws Water Magician, 1400. And, no, she doesn't go for Water Magician. Went for Mystical Elf instead. 2000 defense, so it's not a bad reserve. Speaking of 2000 defense, Cocoon of Evolution is on the field for the Big Five. Okay, 4 cards in hand for Big Five. They go with another defense, so just defending casually here right now is the Big Five. Serenity draws Mystical Space Typhoon. Summons Water Magician this time. And it is. Oh, Castle of Dark Illusions. 2 good defenders on the field now for the big 5. Serenity will need something 21, or let's say 2050 or higher. What does Serenity have? She's got Wing Weaver, St. Joan if she gets the fusion material. Oh, Castle is tributed. Oh, Jinzo. Oh, that's a very good card. Blocks all the trap cards. He was one of the deck leaders as well, Jinzo. There goes Queen's Knight, and now Serenity have been on the back foot here. Her 2000 defense won't be able to hold. There's Watchdog, that doesn't help. Waterpone is set down. And all defense now for Serenity. I guess that's really all she can do against a Jinzo. If she draws Wing Weaver, she can get the win. If she draws Offerings to the Doomed, there's Robotic Knight, Deja Vu, some memories coming back for Serenity now. Oh, Robotic Knight went for the face down defense. It's Mystical Elf. Oh, Rush Recklessly. All right, the big 5 were prepared. There goes Mystical Elf, and Serenity is in big trouble now. Waterpone targeted by Jinzo, and Serenity's defenses won't hold for the next turn. She has to draw something good here. It's Rush Recklessly. It's not bad. It's not enough to get over Jinzo though. So Watchdog was played in defense. Big 5 with 3 cards in hand. Oh, another tribute. Cocoon of Evolution. Oh, Sandstone. Okay. It's definitely not the best 5-star monster out there, but it will be effective here because it can get rid of the defense. Jinzo gets rid of Watchdog, and all of Serenity's defenses will be gone here, so the big 5 have really turned this one around. Serenity draws... If she draws Do Names a Dark Witch, she could use that with Rush Recklessly. She doesn't. She draws Queen's Double. Oh. It looked like Serenity was going to take this first match, but the big 5 really turned it around. Is there anything else that Serenity can draw here that might help? You have to say Offerings to the Doomed is probably too late now because of the amount of monsters on the big 5's field. Here we go, Jinzo in for the attack. 13 and 1350 is 26, plus 16 is 4250. So he's almost out of life points now. So it looks like the first match of this series is actually going to go to the big 5. Serenity will be down to 1920. There's still 5200 for the big 5. Draw phase, Serenity, it's Doriado. That won't be enough. Serenity throws it down. She might as well take at least one pot shot and get something off the field. But even if she drew Do Names Dark Witch there, it would have been 1800. Rush Recklessly added together, that would be 2500, but it wasn't to be. Robotic Knight is destroyed. Well then, that'd mean that one of them is defeated, because if their deck leaders got destroyed, they lost the duel. Wait, was it Robotic Knight or was it Machine King that was the deck leader? No, it was Robotic Knight, wasn't it? I'm sure it was Robotic Knight. Anyway, Killer Needle came to the field. Serenity down to 720, and Clown Zombie finishes it off. So the big 5 are up 1-0 against Serenity Wheeler, who just couldn't get the luck of the draw in that one. Maybe it was Johnson. Maybe he was manipulating the field again. Like he did against Joey. He was doing it to his sister too. Okay, newest first. Ultra Cool Super one. This is for a Donkey Kong short, but says, when you wait a really long time, the music gets spookier and spookier, brings back memories. It was, the Donkey Kong country soundtracks, Donkey Kong 1, 2, and 3 on SNES. Absolutely legendary soundtracks. And I tell you what, this is a very good starting hand for the big 5. Magic Jammer. Nightmare Penguin. When that's flipped, it will send cards back to Serenity's hand. 1800 defense on it as well. Black Dragon Jungle King is there. Offerings to the doomed. Emperor Pikachu says, what a great win by Mokuba. Funny how in the second match, when you said my name for the comments, he summoned the Emperor Dragon. Okay, there's Yamadron was drawn by the Big Five. Nightmare Penguin flips up. Serenity's defense, whatever it is, will go back to her hand. But the, look at this, Black Dragon Jungle King at 2100 in turn 3. That's going to be mighty difficult to get over for Serenity. Saxpack Abs says, for some reason I downloaded this and it was in Japanese and also said I downloaded it again and still in Japanese. What's this about? There is a language settings on the game, but I don't know, mine was never in Japanese originally, so if you can translate and find in the options where the language settings is, that's what I would think it is, but unless there was an exclusive Japanese version of this, which I don't think there was, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. That's I would say that the version being downloaded is by default set to Japanese language instead of English, but just curious, did you download it on the Nintendo Switch? Yeah, curious. Demi Henning says, great job Mokuba, an amazing win for him. Jonathan Priestley says, nice one Mokuba, hard lines for Johnny Steps. Polymerization drawn by the Big Five, who's still sitting there with that Black Dragon Jungle King just picking off defenses. Oh, Witch of the Black Forest. Big Five do have Gamma Sword as well. If they can get that to the field, that's a 25-50. Alright, Serenity. Oh, do you names the Dark Witch? Moonwolfie says, Mirror Force, love to use it, hate to have it used against you, especially when AI spam it. Yugi's deck isn't great, but it's good to see Marek lose. And Moonwolfie also says, a nice win for Becca, it was competitive, I like his deck in this tournament a lot. I like Tristan's deck a lot in this tournament a lot as well. Or maybe meant I like her deck a lot in this tournament. I reckon Rebecca will definitely be top 8. She's very good so far. I think she's maybe 3rd or 4th. Alright, Serenity though, she is... Oh, Watchdog in attack mode. Oh, now, I should mention again, one of our Joy-Cons broke. We had one working one for the right-hand side, and of course it had to be that one that broke. So we've got 2 left-hand ones that work fine. Both of our right-hand ones are now busted, so I need to go and source another. Oh, Serenity activated Wabaku, maybe that's what it was about, but the... But on one of the Joy-Cons for the right hand, the B button doesn't work, and on the other one, the A button doesn't work. So, but no, it makes the game pretty much unplayable. So yeah, that'll be tomorrow's trip down to EB Games. I think the Joy-Cons for the original Switch would be coming down in price, but I doubt they are. Okay, there goes the all-seeing white tiger. Black Dragon Jungle King tearing the field up here. Kodos Kopos says, is Penumbral Soldier Lady Johnny's strongest card because that explains his poor performance. I'm not 100% sure. I know he's got Mystical Sand, but that's also 2100. I'm not sure. I don't actually remember what we put in Johnny Steps' deck. Maybe we could put something in. Maybe we could put a 7-star in for him. Maybe we could put in... What could we put in for Johnny Steps, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to have a think. But Johnny Steps is on the bottom, so maybe his deck does need a little bit more. But then again, it is Johnny Steps. He's not supposed to be good, but I'd still like him to be competitive, though. He has won a couple of games, though. But yeah, I think it is one of his better monsters. So yeah, maybe he does need something. Maybe he needs like a 7-star, 25 plus or something. Okay, the offerings to the Doomed and now Rush Recklessly are both on the field for the Big Five. It's not looking very good for Serenity in game number 2. SCH292 says, I do understand why some folks don't agree with the level 4 1850s. My proposal is that we add the other 1850, the Possess Familiar Girl cards, or level 4 2000 Dark Elf Zombira to the other decks that don't have 1850. Paradox Brothers, they have Jirai. Keith has Mechanical Chaser. Mokubeara's Gagagigo. Zane, in theory, has Cyber Dragon, which he can special summon. We've made rulings for that, though. Mai has the Unfriendly Amazon. That's 2000 attack as well, but that card is not good. Okay, Ingo's Beast King of the Swamps. Yamadron's down. Serenity is at 4900, and she is not looking good in this one. If Big Five draw their ritual spell for Gamma Sword, they can use the Great Moth. Oh, there's due names. It's in attack mode, and the Big Five take no chances. They activate offerings to the Doomed, and it just is not Serenity's day. You know what? It could be Johnson. They're in the courtroom. He's manipulating everything. He's cheating. Ah, Swords of Revealing Light. Well, Serenity will get a 3-turn buffer. We'll see if it can do her any good. Alexandro Macado says, now it's in Spanish. I think it's in Spanish, so I'll try my best. Mostra o poder da música. And when it's translated by Google, it says, show the power of music. It is for Johnny Steps and Yugi's game. Unfortunately, poor Johnny Steps got beaten 3-0. I don't know if he was maybe making a comment on the background music, which is all my own. So, which I have been meaning to make more. It's on the to-do list. It really is. Dragon Zombie comes to the field. It's an army right now that's building up for the Big Five. Serenity draws. She has 4 cards in hand. And she plays Mystical Space Typhoon. May just be that Serenity might be running out of options. Super Palco says, great play, Von Mokuba. He has an outsider chance to sneak into the top 8. And Jedi Protector says, one of the newer female duelists in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds uses mostly plant monsters in her deck, and her boss monster is the Rose Dragon. You may want to try out the deck in story mode. I don't mind plants in Yu-Gi-Oh! I reckon they didn't get enough love. Wonder what deck that is then, what character that is. I'm actually not 100% sure what character that is. It uses plant deck. In fact, I don't remember anyone using plant decks in the anime. Then again, I haven't seen 5Ds either, so... SCH292 says, go Johnny Boy, and Alexandro Macado also says, again, I think it's in Spanish, so... To Torquendo Piara o Dan Chiarino. I know I've absolutely butchered that, but... when translated to English, it says, I'm rooting for the dancer. That's for, it's for... Johnny Steps and Mokuba. Wait, hang on. How many... has Johnny Steps played 2 games recently, has he? Alright, Serenity's at 1700. I am sort of watching along in this game, but... Oh, Yuki and Johnny Steps was like 2 weeks ago. It's a new comment on it though. Ah, that's why. Maybe there are a few avid Johnny Steps fans out there that thought he should have got an extra episode or 2 in the anime. Okay, Dragon Zombie goes in for Water Magician, and I tell you what, Serenity was never in this second match. That is an emphatic victory for the Big Five. Never in doubt, didn't even need Garma Sword. And they are now playing for a bonus point. They're up 2-0. Poor little sister. Serenity just cannot get into this match, but she's I don't know where she was on the table. I didn't actually look at the start. I'll look now. Serenity, she was 19th. The Big Five were 16th at the start. So they're not too far away on the table. It's just Serenity just hasn't had a good day. Okay, Fairy of the Fountain. It's a little bit of a better starting hand for Serenity. Maybe she can get the win in this one. And she can bring it back to 2-1. Oh, there's Dark Lord Marie. Oh, if she draws Polymerization, we're going to have St. Joan on the field. That's a 2800 as well. Very, very good fusion. There's Two-Headed King Rex. So that will destroy Doriado, but Serenity does have the Unforgiving Maiden, but she may not want to put that on the field just in case she loses it. Oh, she goes with Fairy of the Fountain. Oh, she goes for Double Destruction. Risky. I can understand that she may not want to put the Unforgiving Maiden on the field in case she loses it and loses a chance to fuse, but you're banking a lot on drawing a Polymerization if you play like that. The Big Five played... Oh, Dragon Zombie. Just as good as the Two-Headed King Rex. Serenity might have to play the Unforgiving Maiden. She loses 1600 points. Turn change, 7 Tools of the Bandit, and you'd have to say that Serenity will have to play the Unforgiving Maiden now. Oh, she doesn't. Okay. Defends with Water Omotics. No, I don't know. I think she might have to play the Unforgiving Maiden. There is Armored Zombie. So Serenity's going to lose more life points here. Armored Zombie gets a win. 1600 will come off, so she'll be down to 4800, and she's going to have to defend. Otherwise, she's going to get absolutely thumped in this third match. She has a 2000 defense. Use it. She draws the All-Seeing White Tiger. Oh no, come on, defend. No, defend. Haha, finally. And there she goes. She puts the Unforgiving Maiden down. It looks like she was thinking about All-Seeing White Tiger, but it would have been a very big risk to do even more life point damage. But, I mean, she's almost lost half her points already. To the battle phase for the Big Five. The Forgiving Maiden will hold 400 points off the Big Five. Now, she could go for Dark Lord Marie, but she'd have to give up her fusion. There's Dark Witch. And, oh, she does. Okay, so she's given up the fusion of Forgiving Maiden. She does have Goddess with the third eye. But, I mean, you're almost banking too much on drawing Polymerization now. Dark Witch destroys Dragon Zombie. And Serenity does have 7 Tools of the Bandit, so if a Mask of Weakness comes down, the Big Five won't be able to utilize it. Serenity could block any trap card. 3 in defense now for the Big Five. They throw down a face down spell or trap. And, oh. It's a bit of a strange play. 1920 attack and 200 defense. You'd almost want them to be the other way round. There's the all-seeing white tiger. And battle phase now. Either way, Dark Witch could destroy... Oh, negate attack. That's what the big five are going for. I don't know if that was maybe a taunt play, but the 7 tools of the bandit is going to throw it straight back at him. So Joke is now on the big five. There goes Armored Zombie, and now Castle of Dark Illusions under attack. 880 off the big five. Serenity finally is looking a little bit better, but it's still a long way from being over. Alright, main phase 1 for the big five. 6 cards in hand. Oh boy. It's a tribute, and it is Black Dragon Jungle King. Ah, Serenity. She had Waboku, she didn't play it. 300 points off 3,500 now for Serenity. She needs another monster. If she had Waboku played down, she would have been okay. Oh, Fairy Dragon. Okay, now she has to play this now. She has to play Fairy Dragon. She has to set down Waboku. And here we go. So she can use Waboku to protect her monsters. She might be able to get Wingweaver down. Wingweaver is stronger than almost everything the big five is going to throw. And Serenity flips up Waboku straight away. Remember, if the big five play Jinzo, Waboku won't work. Face down defense from the big five. Alright, Scroll of Bewitchment has been drawn. And Serenity, she's really got no choice. She has to go for Wingweaver. I mean, there's worse monsters to have on the field than Wingweaver, of course, but 2750, they can get rid of the Black Dragon Jungle King. Thankfully, no other spells or traps on the field because the difference between them was 650. 5870 for the big five, 3500 for Serenity. Can she come back? Can she pull one win back and stop the big five from getting a bonus point? Big five play another defense. Serenity will look to push home from this. Turn change. She draws the Watchdog. Well, if that stays on the field, she could get Dark Lord Marie to the field as well and have 2 attacking options. I'd say that her fusion chances have disappeared. Cocoon of Evolution is destroyed. It was at a 2000 defense. Main phase 2 and end phase. The big five at 5870. Big five taking some thought process as a tribute for a face down defense. Sandstone maybe? Not really sure what else it would be. Soul of the Pura is activated from Serenity. She's back to 4300. And here we go. Dark Lord Marie has come to the field. With that on the field, if that goes to the graveyard, Serenity will start gaining 200 life points. Oh, Hercules Beetle is what it was. It was a 2000 defense. It's 1700 now coming off the big five. Serenity has taken life point lead. Would you believe it? And the big five looking maybe to take a fair chunk of damage on the next turn if they can't defend. It is Divine Dragon Ragnarok in attack mode. Face down spell or trap. And another face down spell or trap. Ah, curious. Curious that he played that in attack mode. Is he bluffing? Or does Serenity need to be she need to be careful. She's played Water Magician. And that's a good choice to go with Dark Lord Marie, because if they're both flip-ups, Wingweaver could be destroyed. Rush Recklessly is added onto Divine Dragon Ragnarok. It will get to 2200. If the other card is Mask of Weakness, Wingweaver could be destroyed here. Serenity down to 3800. Oh, we see the cursor move on the trap card. Oh, is she going to pass? Oh, well, she does pass. That's not a bad move, because if it is Mask of Weakness, Wingweaver would have been destroyed on the attack. Divine Dragon Ragnarok now is back to 1500. It can destroy Water Magician. Oh no, there's a tribute. It's... Oh, Jinzo. Well, it would... It came from the far left of the hands, so I'm guessing that Jinzo was a card that was just drawn. If it was one turn later, that Rush Recklessly could have been activated onto Jinzo and would have destroyed Wingweaver. Dark Lord Marie's effect activates. Serenity's drawn Hibikine. Now, if that is a trap card, Jinzo will actually block its own effect. Rush Recklessly has already been used. Okay, yes, 350 off the big 5. Another 1450 here will put them at 2370, I think. Yes, 2370. Odd life point amount, but Serenity again has taken life point lead in this one. Draw phase. 4 cards in hand for the big 5. Tell you what, lengthy match. It'll be almost over half an hour, this one. There's a face down defense. Oh, and this could be it. Turn change. Serenity draws Mask of Weakness herself. Another 200 points because of Dark Lord Marie being in the graveyard. Oh, she attacks with Hibikine. Oh, and it's Petite Dragon. Serenity took a risk, and it's going to pay off. If the big 5 can't block here... Oh, look at that. It was a Mask of Weakness. Oh, boy. Wow, if Serenity... That was a very good play from Serenity a few turns ago. That was very well left. Because if she attacked Divine Dragon Ragnarok, she would have lost Wingweaver. She would have lost both of her monsters. Tell you what, composed play. It was a bit, maybe a little bit obvious from the big 5, but Serenity played it well. Dark Lord, if Serenity attacked with Wingweaver, she would have lost. Back when Divine Dragon Ragnarok was on the field. There's 2 cards face down now. It's Clown Zombie, that's in defense. Serenity could take the 3rd match and prevent the bonus point for the big 5, and she does. Good play. Very good play in that 3rd match from Serenity. She gets herself back a win. So it's not a whitewash, but she'll move down a little bit on the table, but she can get back into this. She can turn her season around. The big 5 will move up a little bit more as well. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in, and thanks for leaving all the comments as well. Hopefully tomorrow I can get hold of some new Joy-Cons and we can almost get back to what we would describe as full production capacity. Fingers crossed. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Wherever you are in the world, stay safe, take care, farewell.